And now we'll go to what is the current division rule. So the current division rule is when a current source is connected to a parallel resistance R1 and R2. So the supply current is I. So if you want current I1 and current I2, so the simple rule is current division rule. That means the supply current I, total current, is dividing into two different currents I1 and I2. So the two resistors are connected in series. So the supply current will divide into two resistance. Similarly, the voltage division rule taught us that what the supply voltage is divided into V1 plus V2. So ultimately here KVL is satisfying. Here is what KCL is satisfying. What is the KCL? Sum of the currents entering equal to sum of the currents leaving from the node. So at this node the current I is entering, and at this node the current I1 and I2 are leaving. This is KCL. So in KVL what is happening? Sum of the algebraic voltage in a loop equal to 0 minus V plus V1 plus V2 equal to 0. So therefore the supply voltage equal to what? V1 plus V2. This is a simple, here what we have, the KVL is satisfying and we are getting voltage across R1 and R2, and here KCL is satisfying and we are finding voltage across R1, I1 current through R1 and R2. So for finding what is the current flowing through R1, simply you have a formula I1 equal to the supply current I into corresponding opposite resistance. So if you want to find the voltage current through this R1, so you have to depend on other resistance R2 by R1 plus R2. Okay. So if you want to find current through R2, then the formula is supply current into other resistance R1 by R1 plus R2. So the voltage division rule is V1 equal to what? V into corresponding same resistance. If you want to find the voltage across R1 means you need to depend on R1 only. If you want to find voltage current through R1 is you need to depend on other resistance. So there is a small difference you need to observe here. So these are the fundamental tools you need to understand while solving the circuits. So after solving many circuits, no one asks you to find what is the science in that, because everyone familiar. If you once go to other stage, you all will be familiar by solving these questions. Okay, you need to thoroughly know these division rules. So followed for understanding this how we'll this method is useful, we'll solve now. So I'm taking a small circuit. So small circuit means let us say the supply current, so 10 amps I'm taking, and each individually let us take this is 2 ohms and this is 3 ohms. Okay, so if you want to find the voltage current through 2 ohm, then I1 equal to what? The supply current into other resistance 3 by 2 plus 3, so sum of R1 and R2. So what you will get? 3 by 5. So 6 amps is flowing through I1, and I2 equal to what? 10 into other resistance 2 by 2 plus 3. So you will get 20 by 5. So what is having? 4 ohms. So I1 is flowing 6 amps and I2 is flowing 4 amps. So this here KCL is some of the currents entering. What is the current entering here at this node is 10 amps equal to what? I1 plus I2. So you are getting I1 equal to 6 amps, I2 equal to 4 amps. So totally the KCL is satisfied here. Okay. So in a later mesh analysis you will do how you will do mesh analysis. You will find this. You will have all these things, but this is not important here. Now, basing on this approach only, we'll solve one problem here. So I'm taking a supply current like 10 amps and having a resist, say let us say this is 2 ohms, and again so this is the circuit I'm having, and this is 4 ohms. Let us say this is 4 ohms and this is 4 ohms. So I want to find the current through this value. Let us say this Ix. Okay. So simply the circuit is given to you, and the examiner want you to find the current by current division rule. So he'll mention solve by current division rule. So you ask by current division rule, find current through 4 ohm. So this is the question. So how you will find? So while someone asks you to current division rule, in your mind, this thing, the frame, you should be framing the circuit. You need to frame the circuit in this form. Okay. So if you know the current through this branch, so if you observe carefully, this is entire thing is one branch and this is one branch. So that is, say this is R1 and R2. So this branch, this branch is, let us say this is R2. Okay, this entire branch is R1. So this entire branch is R1 and this branch is R2. For seeing it is complicated. If you analyze carefully, it will be very easy. Okay. So by reduction technique, you will reduce this entire thing into one resistance. How? These two things are in parallel. So 4 ohm, 4 are in parallel. When 4 ohm, 4 in parallel means 4 into 4 by 4 plus 4. So what do you get? 2 ohms you get. So 16 by 8. So you replace this 2 ohms in this branch. So this 2 ohms and this is 2 ohms and this is 4 ohms. Okay. Now this 2 ohms are in series. So you reduce this into one branch. How you will reduce? This is 4 ohms and this is 4 ohms. So if you know the value current I1, so this current I1 again will divide into Ix and some other thing. So my aim is to find I1. So this entire branch is reduced to this thing. Okay, this thing is common. Okay, 4 ohm. So I1 by current division rule is what? Supply current is what? 20 ohms. So 20 ohm supply current into other corresponding resistance, other opposite resistance is 4 by 4 plus 4. So what do you get? 20 into 4 by 8. So 10 amps is flowing through this branch. So total supply current is 20 ohms, 20 amps. 10 amps is flowing through this branch and 10 amps will flow to this branch. If 10 amps is flowing through this branch and again up to here it is 10 amps is flowing, again this 10 amps will get divided. So again current is getting divided. Here what is there happening? Current is flowing here and it is dividing into two branches. Similarly, I1 current is flowing, again it is getting divided. Okay. So if you know I1, so again I am replacing again here. So you got I1 equal to what? 10 amps. This 10 amps again will divide into two branches. So this 10 amps is flowing, it will be divided like this. Okay, I need Ix. So Ix similarly by voltage division rule, Ix equal to what? Supply current. The supply current to this branch is what? I1. So I1 into other resistance is what? 4 ohms by 4 plus 4. So finally you will get 10 into 4 by 8. So 5 amps is flowing through this branch. So the Ix equal to 5 amps. So you can cross check by KCL or other method, mesh analysis or node analysis. So the way to solve the current division, the circuit in current division rule is this thing. Okay. So in next class we'll solve about source transformation techniques. What is the voltage source? What is the current source? What is the practical voltage source? What is the practical current source? And we'll solve a few other problems. Thank you.